Welcome back to Agriaddict. I am your mentor for physical science, Nymisha, a PhD scholar from ICAR IARI New Delhi. And today we are here to discuss with you the another set of PYQs from 2024 JRF paper. Let us start with question number 51. A question from Agronomy where they are asking about water requirement of different crops. Please make a note that they are asking water requirement in centimeters, not millimeters. Usually we will read water requirements in millimeters, so you may get a doubt that values are not accurate. Here they gave in centimeters. Okay. Sugarcane it is 2000 millimeters or around 200 centimeters. So A1, rice 100 to 1200, wheat 35, that is 350 mm. Leafy vegetables a little bit lower, 15 centimeters or 150 mm. All are straight away they have given option A. These water requirements they have asked in the previous year question paper of JRF when I wrote my JRF, that is ICAR AAPG 2021, where they asked water requirements of it is an MCQ question. They gave which is having lower water requirement. Options are rice, banana, maize, wheat. So these are the options in 2021 paper. They are asking for lower water requirement containing crop. So the answer here is rice and banana are obviously no. If we are applying more common sense here, it is a C4 crop and it is a C3 crop. Still the water requirements is almost similar in such a way that the water requirement between the difference is just 50 mm, right? Just 50 mm difference is there between maize and wheat, and the wheat is having lesser water requirement than maize. This is another question from another PYQ. These are the water requirements for different crops. As I said, see, maize it is starting at 500, wheat is 450. The difference is just 50 mm. So if you read it properly, you can able to answer the water requirement of every crop that is being asked. Okay. Question number 52, a question on environment science, which is again a minor subject in physical science subject group. EPA, Environment Protection Act 1986, A2. You have arrived at the answer, right? A2, Forest Conservation Act 1980, Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974, Wildlife Protection Act 1972. In environment science, whatever you read or not read, you should read different acts and conventions, tribunals, many are there. I have given very few important environmental laws that are in India especially. NGT, National Green Tribunal Act, AIR Act, Water Act, EPA, Waste Management Rules, Wildlife Protection Act, Forest Conservation Act, like this. Just read these laws before going to exam. Okay. Question number 53. Which of the following is an aromatic amino acids? We have different amino acids. This will come in biochemistry part, right? We have different amino acids which are essential, non-essential, aliphatic, aromatic, like that. Different kinds of classifications are there for amino acids. Here they are asking aromatic amino acids, that is tyrosine, which is denoted as TYR. Here I have given you a code to remember essential and non-essential amino acids. Essential amino acids are they are not naturally available in our body, so we have to take them from external sources, especially from diet. What are the essential amino acids? The code to remember is my tall vegan friend is watering kale leaves. My tall vegan friend is watering kale leaves. M stands for methionine, T stands for threonine, V valine, F or pH. You should pronounce it in a same way. So F stands for phenylalanine, I isoleucine, W, tryptophan, K, lysine, leaves, leucine. Like that, you should remember essential amino acids. Non-essential amino acids are which are synthesized in our body. There is not much need to be supplied from external source. The rest of the amino acids, whatever they are asking, it will come under non-essential amino acids. And the color it is highlighted here, these three are glucogenic amino acids, and these are glucogenic and also ketogenic amino acids. These two are ketogenic amino acids, and not almost all of the non-essential amino acids except tyrosine are glucogenic amino acids. When we are seeing the classification based on the functional group, they are again of different types: polar uncharged amino acids, non-polar amino acids, aromatic, then polar charged amino acids. In the question they asked about aromatic amino acids, which is basically tyrosine. Question number 54. They are asking, it's not an year, again spelling mistake, it is unit. Parameter and respective unit. We will read in soil physics or in entire course of soil science, we will come across various parameters and various units related to that parameter. How we will derive the unit? Based on the formula of parameter. Let us see how we are going to derive. Surface tension. Surface tension we will read everywhere in soil water, right? What is the formula of surface tension? Force per unit length. What is the unit of force? Newton. What is the unit for length? Meter. So the unit for tension will be Newton per meter, which is option 2. A2. So you have arrived at answer. See, you need not go to other three options also, right? A2. The option is C. Question number 55. Dichloralurea. Again a question from AG Chem, Agriculture Chemicals. Dichloralurea is a herbicide which is applied as pre-emergence treatment. Question number 56. A question related to GA from extension. Again, mass media channels are relatively more important than interpersonal channels for. First of all, you should know in the categories of adoption, the way in which people are adopting a new practice, based on that there is a classification system respectively into laggards, early adopters, early majority, late majority, innovators. Innovators are those who are ready to accept any new system based on the benefits they see. After innovators, early adopters, early majority, they will come. Laggards are the one who are not ready to accept this particular system. Mass media channels are more important for early adopters, because innovators are anyway, if they think that it is beneficial, they will adopt. But early adopters are the one who need mass media communication or telecast to get adopted by the particular method. This is another probable question that can be asked from this adoption classification. Out of the total people that are present, how much percent are the innovators, how much percent are laggards, and how much percent are above respective categories? Innovators are hardly 2.5%, and early adopters are 13.5%, early majority 34%, late majority 34%, laggards are 16%. Which category constitutes more when we are introducing a new practice is early majority and late majority, who are the ones who are coming after innovators and early adopters. This is very important. These percentages are more important for your GA questions. Question number 57. Assertion. The break of monsoon at critical stages for soil moisture stress leads to reduction in yield, because whenever there is a requirement of water and we are not supplying it to crop, what will happen? It will affect the yield of a crop. Reason? Only when break of monsoon exceeds 15 days duration. What is this 15 days about? Drought. So this is explaining the assertion. We are keeping as option A. Question number 58. Assertion. Darcy law is valid for a steady and stationary flow process in the soil, which is the main assumption for deriving Darcy's law. Reason why they have chosen steady flow, they are explaining here. In a steady flow, potential gradient at every point in the flow path remains constant. When the potential gradient is constant, we can be able to calculate the flux and respective formula. Option is A. Question number 59. The most common type of 1:1 type of clay mineral is kaolinite. Option B. What is this 1:1? 1:1, 2:1? 1:1 means there is one silica tetrahedra and one alumina octahedra bind together to form a particular mineral, that is kaolinite. 2:1 means again two silica tetrahedra, in between them one aluminum octahedra will be present. This is the classification of phyllosilicates. 1:1 phyllosilicate, that is kaolinite group. 2:1, again there are different groups under 2:1. 2:1:1 is again another phyllosilicate. Most common example is chloride. What is this 1:1, 2:1? 1:1 means one silica tetrahedra and one aluminum octahedra embedded like this. This is 1:1. 2:1 means, just wait a minute. Two is to one means two silica tetrahedra will be there. In between them, one aluminum octahedra will be present, and they three are binding together like a sandwich. This is 2:1. 2:1:1 means two silica tetrahedra, one aluminum octahedra, another one layer is brucite layer. That is another additional layer that is present along with the 2:1. This is nothing but classification of phyllosilicates according to the number of silica and alumina units they have. Question number 60. The form of phosphorus in rock phosphate is Ca3PO4 twice, apatite. Question number 61. Humic substances are composed of phenols, quinones, carboxylic acid, fatty acids are nothing but low molecular weight organic molecules. All the above. Option C. 62. Question number 62. Assertion. Waterlogged soil typically displays a greyish color due to reduced oxygen levels. True. Reason. Upland soil usually maintains a reddish or brownish hue due to its well aerated condition. When the reddish color will come in a soil? When it is subjected to high iron content or high sesqui oxide content. Not all upland soils are rich in iron and not all should depict red color. So, reason is false. A is true but R is false. Option C. Question number 63. Match the following. They are giving event and respective function. We need to match it. Thermal ragging. I think that this term is new for you people, because in remote sensing when we are preparing for JRF level, we might not come across that particular term, but don't get panic, just leave that, we will go to other term. Radar remote sensing, this is also looking weak, okay, just leave it, come to third one. NDVI, what is NDVI? Normalized difference vegetation index. The value ranges from -infinity to +infinity, and where we are using it in remote sensing to find the crop health and also the coverage of crop in particular area. When NDVI value is more, it indicates that greenness is more in the particular area. So, NDVI is used for identifying crop types and crop health. So, using this C2, we are going to keep a whole matching set without even knowing two terminology given there. Like this, you should gain more bits and conserve your time in the final examination. Question number 64. Certified organic logo in India. In India, organic production is gaining popularity day by day. Which is the first state to be declared as fully organic? Sikkim. When they are asking state, you should write Sikkim. When they are asking UT, Which is the union territory to be declared fully organic first? Lakshadweep. And do remember that in terms of organic area, we are not in the lead. We are gaining popularity and we are increasing day by day. In terms of organic producers, India is the first. Not in terms of production or area, but in terms of number of producers, if we see, India is first in terms of organic producers. So, for any organic product to be trusted by the people, particular brand or logo should be there. In India, the logo that we are seeing and purchasing the organic products is India organic logo, because without certain brand or logo, many fake products, there is a chance that many fake products may come into market and they may mislead us or brainwash us to be claiming as fully organic but are not actually. So, certified organic logo in India is India organic. Like that, many other logos are there with third party certifications. I have given here, there are 4 different logos related to organic products: India organic, PGS India green, PGS India organic and Jaivik Bharat. These 4 logos are related to organic farming, and respective certification systems are also given here. India organic is related to fully organic products. PGS India green indicates that the product is not completely organic, but it is under conversion from chemical to organic product. PGS India organic is again fully organic product. Jaivik Bharat is also organic product symbol. These are the respective authorities which issues the particular symbols. NCOF is giving PGS India green and PGS India organic. Jaivik Bharat is given by Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. India organic is given by Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, EPEDA. Question number 65. Which covalent bond is present in nucleic acid? In nucleic acid, this is the simple question from biochemistry. Nucleic acid contains which covalent bond? It is phosphodiester bond. Option B. What is phosphodiester bond? The bond which is present between the phosphate group and sugar of polynucleotide molecule. This is called phosphodiester bond. Question number 66. Match the following. They are asking event and occurrence. Carcinogenic means it is related to promotion of cancer. Pollution, photochemical smog. Eutrophication is due to over application of fertilizers, especially phosphorus and nitrogen fertilizers. Xene is related to cell. Answer is 1, 2, 4, 3. Option C. Question number 67. Increasing order of water use efficiency. Increasing order of water use efficiency. First of all, to answer this, you should know the evolution of water application methods. First, we will follow a surface method, where we will simply flood the soil or sprinkle the water. Then subsurface method. Surface, subsurface. What are the improvements in this? Sprinkler, drip irrigation. Then another term they gave is pitcher pot irrigation. Pitcher pot irrigation is having highest irrigation efficiency of around 98 to 99. Drip irrigation is having 95 to 98. Surface irrigation hardly 40. Sprinkler 60 to 70. So what is the increasing order here? C, D, A, B. Option D. 68. Question number 68. Chemical weathering involving the complete disintegration or modification in structure and composition of primary minerals is hydrolysis. I hope by this time you must have read all the pedogenic processes and also factors in the soil pedology point of view, because soil pedology there is nothing to solve there. You need to remember each and every point from soil pedology and mineral nutrition. Both are like how many times you read, how well you understand, you will easily remember and don't get confused. Okay. Question number 69. Certification is essential for authenticating organic products. Why certification is essential? They are asking that. A third party certification agency monitoring the organic production system. Organic products are produced by following NPOP guidelines. Organic farmers are dedicated in cultivation. Is it the reason why they are issuing certification? No. Certification is something related to quality of the product. Potentiality of marketing or organic products are increasing? No. It is about safety, not about marketing and all. Answer is A and B. Option C. Question number 70. Often confusing question. Stable compound formed during urea hydrolysis. We know urea hydrolysis that is happened in the soil. Stable compound they are asking. Without reading this word stable, students are blindly keeping it as ammonium carbamate, which is wrong. If ammonium carbamate is a type of compound which is unstable, it is also formed during urea hydrolysis, but it is unstable compound. The stable compound is the final one, that is ammonia. Option C. What's happening in urea hydrolysis? Urea, NH2, CO, NH2. Molecular formulas are very important in soil science, including urea. When it is undergoing hydrolysis reaction, what's happening? Two molecules of ammonia is releasing and CO2 is evolving. This is the stable product that is formed at the end. Answer is C. Question number 71. Natural farming is associated with the person Fukuoka. Option D. Direct question from organic farming. Question number 72. They have given from soil testing part. Geldal method is for plant nitrogen content, Bray test, phosphorus content in the soil, ammonium acetate extraction, exchangeable ammonium and potassium, flame photometry, potassium content in the soil, total potassium. Flame photometer is for alkali and alkaline earth metals. Answer is 3, 1, 4, 2. Here also see A is first three options. For A, 1 is given. You can easily eliminate it if you know Geldal method is for nitrogen. How simple it will become. See, it's all about how you are going to approach the question, how you are seeing the options and eliminating them also. Sometimes elimination is the key to answer unknown questions. Question number 73. Different pools of potassium in soil are soil solution potassium, fixed K, exchangeable and lattice K. All four pools are related to potassium. A, B, C, D. Option C. Question number 74. Match the following. Theory and name of the theory. This is the question that is related to hydrodynamics actually, like fluid mechanics. Actually, this is very unexpected question. Those who are strong in +2 and basic parts of physics and chemistry can answer this very well. Hydrodynamics theory given by Bernoulli and acoustics by von Helms, mechanics Kepler, aerodynamics again Prandtl. 1, 3, 2, 4. Option D. These kind of questions no one can expect any time, because these are all basics. When we are reading for soil science, we are opting physics and chemistry, advanced physics and chemistry of +2. So we should face such questions. Question number 75. The process by which neutrons lose their kinetic energy through elastic collisions in the soil is known as thermalization, where we are getting this neutron probe method in soil moisture measurement. There, when neutron probe is inserted, neutrons are colliding with the hydrogen ions of water molecule. They are losing their energy through elastic collisions. So in that way, indirectly we are measuring the water content in the way of estimating how many neutrons are getting slowed down due to this thermalization process. Question number 76. Statement type questions. Statement 1. Nitrobacteria are obligate autotrophic aerobes. True. Statement 2. Nitrate will not be produced from ammonia in the absence of oxygen. Why? Because this nitrification requires presence of oxygen and it is aerobic microbe also. In absence of oxygen, nitrate won't be produced from ammonium. That means they are telling nitrification won't happen. Both are true. Option A. Question number 77. Assertion. Ammonium based fertilizers are the major contributors to soil acidification. To answer this question, you should know soil science well, particularly soil chemistry point of view. Ammonium based fertilizers. Which cation they are releasing there? Ammonium. Ammonium cation will be released by ammonium containing fertilizers. This is cation. We know soil is negatively charged. So whenever this cation is applied to soil, it gets bind to the soil. When one charge is getting attached, another charge should be detached from the soil. So for each ammonium getting attached, each hydrogen will be released into soil, making the soil solution acidic. Right? This is one thing. Another thing that is happening is ammonium ion will undergo nitrification in the soil. What is the nitrification result in the last? Nitrate along with nitrate, 4 hydrogens will be released from ammonium. NH4 plus, N will be converted into nitrate, and that 4H plus will be released as it is, and they will decrease the pH of the soil, increasing acidity. So likewise, ammonium based fertilizers are the major contributors to soil acidification. True. Especially the non-leachable nitrogen ions. What are the non-leachable? Which are binding to the soil? Ammonium ions which have been taken up by plants contribute to the soil acidity. Likewise, whenever if you don't know the concept also, you try to read the reason and think twice, then you will gain the concept. Both are correct and R is the correct explanation for A. Question number 78. Parent material transported by wind is LON. Loess is also there, but it is secondary because first sand particles will be transported, then silt. We will consider eolian. These are another different kinds of transported parent materials, very important for objective point of view. If it is deposited in lakes, it is lacustrine. Streams, alluvial or fluvial. Oceans means marine. Gravity, it is colluvial. If it is transported by ice, again two types, till and moraine. Don't get confused between marine and moraine. Marine is related to water and moraine is related to ice. Then there are different terms. Eolian, this is by wind. Loess is secondary term, that's why it's not mentioned here. Question number 79. Nutrient supply in organic farming is based on feeding the soil, not feeding the crop. This is the statement. So we need to pick such a statement which justify this given statement. In organic management, nutrient sources are mostly on-farm produced and naturally occurred, not off-farm inputs. This is true, but it is not justifying the statement that we are feeding the soil and not the crop. So we are eliminating it. Next, soil fertility is maintained by variety of means like different thing. Soil fertility we are maintaining, feeding the soil means maintaining fertility. So this is correct. Option C, recycling and reuse of products and byproducts are different components of organic farm. True. Nutrient enrichment of soil by encouraging the natural cycles and biological activity. True. B, C and D. Answer is option C. Question number 80, statement type questions. Statement 1. Application of nitrogenous fertilizer lead to N2O emission from soil. True. How N2O will be released? Through denitrification. Statement 2. Nitrous oxide is present in large quantities compared to methane in the atmosphere, therefore possesses high potent danger. Is it true? No, because methane is present in larger quantities than nitrous oxide in the atmosphere, but when we are seeing to like what is the residence time of the gas, for that nitrous oxide is more because it is having higher greener global warming potential compared to methane. So it is potentially dangerous compared to methane. Statement 1 is true, 2 is false. Option C. Question number 81. The term organic farming was first coined by Lord Northbourne. Question number 82. Statement 1. The capacitance method measures the soil moisture content by analyzing changes in capacitance, electrical capacitance, offering precise numerical readings due to its direct correlation with the moisture levels. True. Statement 2. The finger licking method estimates soil moisture content based on tactile sensation. Tactile means sensation related to feel, yielding subjective numerical values. It is, the feel is not pinpointly correct numerical value. It is subjective. It differs from person to person. That is what they gave. So it is prone to individual interpretation bias. So both the statements are true. Option A. Question number 83, match the following. They have given metamorphic rock and resulting parent rock and resulting metamorphic rock. Conglomerate, gneiss, slate, phyllite, coal, graphite, sandstone, quartz. This is again related to pedology, which I told you before. All the rocks, minerals, soil classification, everything you need to by heart only from pedology. There is nothing to solve here. Everything you should read and remember. Rocks. These are the different foliated and non-foliated rocks from in the metamorphic rocks itself. Do read what are coming under non-foliated and what are under foliated rocks, and what are the parent rock and resulting metamorphic rock also. Both are important. Just take a screenshot of it and prepare well. Question number 84. Assertion. Organic farming again from organic farming. Looks like in this year, particular last year paper, organic farming gave many questions, I think. Organic farming promotes environmental sustainability. True. Organic farming avoids the use of synthetic pesticides and chemicals which preserve soil health, water resources and reduce pollution. True. This is also explaining the way that it is promoting sustainability. Both are true and R is correct explanation for A. Question number 85. Match the following from extension GA. If you can analyze up to this part, you can get an understanding that in the GA they have asked many from extension, and in minor subjects they concentrated more on agronomy, especially organic farming concepts. 1952 Community Development Program 3. 1964 Intensive Agriculture Area Program. 1998 ATMA Agriculture Technology Management Agency. 1960 Intensive Agricultural District Program. So answer is 2, 4, 1, 3. Option D. Question number 86. Conversion period of organic farming is generally conversion period. For one farm to become fully organic, there is some period required for conversion. That is nothing but conversion period. That is basically 3 years. Question number 87. Bone meal is a source of. Bone meal. If you have read the formula of bone meal, you will automatically answer this question as calcium, nitrogen and phosphorus. A, B and C. Option B. Question number 88. Another question from basic chemistry again. IUPAC, which we have read in class 12. Name of the gas, methane. Methane is CH4, ethane C2H6, propane C3H8, butane C4H10. See, whatever questions they are asking from basic chemistry, that is plus 2 standard, they are not going in depth. Look at this IUPAC nomenclature. We have read. Just you need to revise the basic chemistry part so that you will not miss these 1 or 2 questions also. Okay, I recommend you to revise your basics. Go to roots, revise your basics. Then if any question comes, you can easily answer it. What is the answer here? 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3. 2, 4, 1, 3. B. Option B. These are the IUPAC naming system for 1 carbon to 10 carbons. What are the names that are given? Just revise it here and go. Question number 89. Potassium fixing power of clay minerals follows the order. Potassium fixing power. In which silicates, in which clay minerals, the potassium fixation is more 2:1. Particularly vermiculite and illite. So, kevolinite will come last. C. Among the montmorillonite and vermiculite will be having more. D. Vermiculite followed by illite, montmorillonite and kaolinite. D, A, B, C. Likewise, you should eliminate and keep answers. You know the concept, that is different, but how to solve the bit in a short way, it matters the most in exam. This is the way you have to sort out the answer quickly. You have read the concept, you know it very well, but if there is no sufficient time remaining in the exam, it is of no use. So you should play some tricks in answering the question. Question number 90. Release of iron from primary minerals and their dispersal as coatings on soil particles is called. It is again from very first topic of pedology, soil formation processes. It is called as brownification or ferruginization or rubification. A, B and C. Option C. Question number 91. Trace elements that show affinity for sulfide minerals. Affinity for sulfide minerals, it is chalcophile. Likewise, what is siderophile? Which is having affinity for iron. See, iron. Chalcophile means affinity for sulfur. Lithophile for oxygen. Hydrophile for water. Question number 92. Mixing of soil matrix within a padon resulting in irregular or broken horizons over the permafrost is cryoturbation. Option D. Question number 93. Statement. 2:1 layer silicate consists of 2 tetrahedral sheets bound to either side of an octahedral sheet. 2 tetrahedral sheets on either side of octahedral sheets. True. 2 tetrahedral sheets of 2:1 layer silicates is bound to one side of an octahedral sheet. Is it on one side? No. 1 is true, 2 is false. Option C. Question number 94. Assertion. Organic mulch conserves soil moisture. True, because mulch covers the soil very nicely, that it is protecting the soil from erosion, and mulch will also stop the loss of moisture from soil due to high temperatures on external agents. Again, it will regulate the soil temperature very well. It will stop the growth of weeds by way of covering the soil. These are the advantages with mulches. Reason: organic mulches cuts off solar radiation because it is intercepting the soil and sunlight. It is acting as interception, so it cuts off the solar radiation on the soil surface and reduces the evaporation of water from soil. In such way, it is conserving the soil moisture. So, A and R are true, and R is also the correct explanation of A. Question number 95. When rainfall is inadequate to meet the evapotranspiration losses, usually occurs in humid regions. Read the question carefully. In humid regions, we know that rainfall is more. Still, though the rainfall is more, but the rainfall that is happening is not adequate to meet evapotranspiration needs. What is this drought named as? It is invisible drought. That means the evapotranspiration loss or crop requirement is so high that even the rainfall happening in humid regions is not sufficient. It is called as invisible drought. These are the different types of drought. Meteorological drought means when rainfall is not sufficient. Agricultural drought means when soil moisture is not sufficient for crop growth. Hydrological means water supply from water sources is not sufficient. Socio-economic means when water shortage affects people and economy. It is related to socio-economic drought. In the IUSS classification, fine sand has a size range of, it is the most important classification system, IUSS and also ISSS level. It will come in soil texture. Do remember the diagrams, classification tables very well. Answer is for fine sand 0.02 to 0.2 mm. I have given IUSS classification here. Just go through it, revise it here if you haven't read before. Question number 97. Question from environment science. Ecological races are also known as, ecotypes. Option D. What are the other terms? Let us see. Ecards. Ecards are organisms that are unable to adapt to environmental change. When they are introduced to new environment, they are not able to adapt to environment change. Coming to ecotone, ecotone is the transitional area between two ecosystems. Ecophenes are environmental variation that are not based on genes. Phene, that means it is based on phenology, phenotype. Ecotypes, we saw just now, ecological races. These are the different terminology related to that particular question. Question number 98, soil order and characteristics. This question, if any aspirant has committed wrong, means he is not following the classes properly, not reading the lectures properly, because this is the most fundamental and important question that every aspirant should know, right? Altisols are having lesser base saturation, that is less than 35%. Vertisol, swelling shrinkage nature. Mollisol, high organic matter, that is greater than 50%. Alphisols, argillic corrosion, base saturation of more than 35%. See how I am telling the main character, like that you should be able to tell. Altisol means altisol. When I am telling the name altisol, you should remember that base saturation is less than 35%. Alphisol means base saturation more than 35%. Vertisol, black soils you should come into your mind. Swelling shrinking nature. Mollisol, more organic matter is there, more than 50%, like that. Question number 99, very easy question. Which sugar is present in DNA? If you know the full form of DNA, you can answer this. Deoxyribose. Question number 100, a question that is very interesting from soil water. Soil hydraulic head is expressed by, if you by heart one particular table in the IEEE textbook, I still remember in soil water in the IEEE textbook, one particular table will be there, will be given as the ways of expressing soil water potential in different ways, as soil water potential energy per volume, potential energy per weight, potential energy per mass, and resulting units also they will give. If you by heart the table, you may remember till your JRF. After that you will definitely forget. I will tell you, I am going to tell you now the trick to remember the whole table. If you know the fundamental formulas of pressure and mass, weight and length. We will see now. We will see those conversion, then we will come to this question. This is the table that you will see in the IEEE textbook in soil water concept. See, energy per volume. Energy per volume. How you are going to derive the units for energy per volume? What I said before. Remember the energy formula. Which energy you will remember? Potential energy is easy to remember, right? Potential energy is denoted by mgh, right? By divided by volume is meter cube. 1 m cancel, so gh by meter square. If you are, this kind is okay. If you are converting it further into newtons, you will get as Newton per meter square. Okay. Energy per weight, we will solve it similarly. Mgh per weight is mg. Mg cancel. Height is remaining. Height is nothing but, which is expressed in meter. This height is nothing but the pressure head, that is hydraulic head. This is the same thing that is asked in the question I gave. We will see. But you should understand the way I am deriving the unit from the particular formula. When they are telling pressure head, energy per weight should come into your mind, and you should be able to solve it to meter level, because units are also important. From these meters only we will write dimensional formula as m power 0, L power 1, T power 0. Why L power 1? Length is expressed in meter. There is no mass unit here, so 0. There is no time unit here, so 0. Like this we should write dimensional formula. Then energy per mass. Energy again, potential energy mgh, mass m, cancel, it is gh, which is also written as joule per kg. There is no need to solve this also. Energy units, what are the units for energy? Joule. Units per mass, kg. Joule per kg. Same we are getting there. Same for that also. But you should know the concept of writing dimensional formula, deriving unit from the formula that basically you read. In the question, we will see what they are asking now. Hydraulic head is expressed by. What is the hydraulic head? That is pressure head. This is energy per weight. Energy per weight. Potential energy per unit mass, wrong. Unit volume, wrong. Unit weight, right. So answer is C. If they give D also, it is right only. But here A also there, because we are not choosing this one. If they give C comma D, it is also right, because hydraulic head is height of standing water on the soil surface. I hope you got the derivations to derive dimensional formula and also respective SI unit and CGS unit from the given formula. Question number 101, assertion. Cover cropping is a common practice in organic farming system. True. Cover crops, what they will do? They will improve the soil health, suppress weeds and enhance biodiversity, aligning with the principles of organic agriculture. What cover crops will do? They will improve soil health. They will again act as a mulch. They prevent soil from getting eroded. They conserve soil moisture. They regulate the temperature. They prevent weed growth. They act as habitats for different insects, pollinators, different microbes also. In that way, they will improve the soil quality. Both are true, and R is correct explanation for assertion. Question number 102. Father of modern agriculture is John Howard. Option A. Next question. Which one of the following is not a monosaccharide? Not a monosaccharide. Glucose is a monosaccharide, we know. Fructose is also a monosaccharide. The difference between glucose and fructose is it is having aldehyde group, it is having ketone group. Next, rhamnose is also a monosaccharide. Next, maltose, it is a disaccharide. Here they are asking which is not a monosaccharide. Maltose, it is a disaccharide which is having 2 glucose units which are linked with alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond. Answer is option D, maltose. Maltose is disaccharide composed of 2 glucose molecules linked by a alpha 1,4 glycosidic bond. Next question. The characteristics of saline alkali soil. We will quickly see the 3 main characteristics of saline, alkali and saline alkali soils. Let me write pH, EC, ESP. Saline soils, alkaline soils, saline alkali soils. pH for saline soils is less than 8.5, alkali soils greater than 8.5, saline alkali mostly greater than 8.5, but when the sodium level is low, it is less than 8.5. EC more than 4 decisimon per meter, alkaline soil less than 4, it is more than 4. ESP less than 15, greater than 15, greater than 15. So whenever saline alkali soil is asked, you can blindly keep all are greater than, greater than, greater than. So this is the quick revision for your saline alkali and saline alkali soils. So the answer is option A. Question number 105. Which of the following statement is not true for tensiometer? Tensiometer. It measures soil water potential, simply in operation and very useful for irrigation. It can also, can it measure soil water flux? No. Although limited to less than 1 bar metric potential, this range can be increased by increasing the permeability of its porous cup. Is it so? Is the range of tensiometer, what is that? Minus 0.85 bars. Is this range subjected to change when we increase the permeability of porous cup? No. What does it depend on? It depends on the air cavity that is created in the tensiometer, but not on the permeability of the porous cup. So the answer is C and D, but D only is also there. So we are going with option D. The most dominant exchangeable cation in the earth crust is aluminium. Option A. Next question. Who first invented the legumes can utilize Atmospheric nitrogen. A question from soil biology. Answer is option B, Bossingalt. Next question. Element associated with urease activity. Again another question from mineral nutrition. Nickel. Next question 109. Arrange the following in increasing the amount of nitrogen in fertilizers. When you are reading the mineral nutrition and soil fertility concepts in ISSS, after completing mineral nutrition, you will slowly enter into fertilizers part. There you should note down separately what are the important fertilizers that are used in the agriculture field and also what is the respective content of major elements, NPK at least NPK. So regarding N fertilizers, we are going to see now. What is the content, nitrogen content in these fertilizers? Can it is 25 to 27, ammonium chloride 25, ammonium sulfate 21, ammonium nitrate 33 like that, 33 above only, 33 to 37 like that. So increasing amount means A, C, D, B. Option D. Question number 110, statement 1. Acid sulfate soils can release harmful concentration of heavy metals such as aluminium, iron and manganese into environment under acidic conditions. Is it true? Yes, true, because under acidic condition the solubility of these particular metals aluminium, iron and manganese is going to increase in such a way they are coming into the environment. Statement 2. Acid sulfate soils are typically characterized by their high organic matter. Is it so? Under acidic condition, the organic matter is low. So statement 2 is false. A1 is true. Option B. Question number 111. Assertion reason. Assertion. Manganese deficiency in plants affects the photosynthetic process. True. Because manganese is a cofactor for several enzymes involved in the photosynthetic electron transport chain, facilitating electron transfer reaction within the chloroplast. This is the reason why manganese deficiency affects the chlorophyll parts. Both are true and it is a correct explanation. 112. Match the following. Again a question from mineral nutrition. See, in this paper, last year paper, many questions came from mineral nutrition and also pedology. Many questions are coming. Chloride, splitting of water, zinc, little leaf disease, sodium. What is the answer coming? 3, 1. Yes, see, we have arrived at the answer. Like this, you should conserve time. Rest of the things you need not do because they are anyway same. Next question. Assertion. Liming should not be done along with the ammonical fertilizer application. True. Reason why? Liming leads to volatilization loss of ammonia. It is also true. Why liming leads to volatilization loss? Because liming increases the pH of the soil more than 9.5. So this pH, particular pH, above this pH, ammonium ion, whatever is there in the soil as ion, it will be transformed into ammonia gas which is subjected to volatilization. So we will advise liming should not be done along with the ammonical fertilizer application. Both are true and also correct explanation. Option A. Question number 114. Match the following. It is related to environment science again. They are asking type of pollution and respective effect. Point source pollution. Point source means pollution that is coming from a point, that means definite source, specific identifiable source. A1. Non-point means it is not specific, very different sources the pollution will come from. Best example is agriculture, because dumping of waste from in agriculture will come from many industries, many sectors. There is no specific source. B2. Groundwater pollution, contamination of groundwater. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like right away they gave. Option C. Question number 115. Assertion. Free silica occurs in soil as quartz and opal. True. Quartz consists of continuous framework of silica tetrahedra. Quartz comes under which type of silicate? Phyllosilicates, tectosilicates. Tectosilicates. Tectosilicates means one silica tetrahedra is surrounded on all four sides by the other silica tetrahedra. The figure looks like, let it be one tetrahedron. It is surrounded on all sides by other tetrahedra like this. So all oxygens of a tetrahedron are shared with other tetrahedrons. This is called tectosilicate. Best example is quartz. Wait, here the reason is given about quartz. It is not explaining why it is called free silica. Free silica occurs in soil as quartz and opal. Quartz consists of continuous framework of silica tetrahedra. Is it a correct explanation or not? It is correct. Then question number 116. A personnel who, because of special interest and fitness, is selected to serve as a leader in advancing some phase of local extension program. Person who is having interest and is becoming a leader. Who is called as that person? Project leader. Next question. Assertion. Intense weathering of soil shifts its 0-point charge towards higher pH owing to greater accumulation of iron and aluminum oxides. What is 0-point charge? It is the pH of the solution where the net charge of the system becomes 0. Net charge means it will be due to both solute and solvent. So the net charge becomes 0. It is called, that particular pH is called 0-point charge. What they are telling? Due to intense weathering of soil, this ZPC point is moving towards higher pH. Is it true? Yes, true. Why? Because when the weathering is happening, the soil is becoming acidic because basic cations will get leached away in weathering. So the acidic substances like aluminum, iron, hydrogen ions will only be remaining. So the soil in the system is acidic already. So the 0-point charge will move away in such a way to higher pH that this acidity will be balanced by the higher pH. Together it will give the neutral pH to system. This ZPC is nothing but whatever action is happening, it will move away from it so as to balance it. It is as simple as that. Here weathering is promoting lowering the pH. So due to weathering pH is getting lowered. So ZPC is moving towards higher pH. It is like opposite. Next, application of organic matter also pushes the ZPC towards higher pH. It is false because when organic matter is applied, basic cations and cation exchange capacity will be increased. So the pH is increased due to application of organic matter. pH is increased, so ZPC will act away from it to the lower pH, not higher pH. So it is false. A is true, R is false. Option C. This ZPC concept is very important, don't get confused. Question number 118. Arrange the 4 stages of gully development in order. In the soil erosion concept, you will get in types of erosion the stages of gully development. Gully erosion is the advanced stage of rill erosion where 4 stages are present. First is formation stage, D. See, if you know the first stage, you can keep answer. Formation, development, healing, and at last stabilization stage. Question number 119 question. Water erosion follows the sequence. How water erosion will happen? First, water droplet will fall on the soil. It will splash. So first one is splash erosion. After splashing of water, it will form a sheet on the soil. That sheet will be flowed away. This is second stage. After that sheet formation also, still if water is coming more, then small finger sized rills will be formed in the soil. Third stage is rill erosion. when still the water input is more, these rills will be increased in their width, forming big gullies, which is difficult to manage. So 4, and last stage is ravine erosion. What is the sequence now? C, B, D, E, A. Option B. And the last question of this JRF question paper, laterization involves. Laterization means removal of silica from the soil upper horizons and accumulation of sesquioxide oxides in the soil. This is nothing but laterization. Option C. So, till now we have seen the complete set of questions from PYQs of JRF 2024 paper. I hope this session was very useful for you. You might have learned the tricks and strategies from these two sessions that are happened for explanation of this paper. If you find this content as informative, just write down in comments as other years, so that we will make the other videos other years PYQs also subsequently. If you like our content from these two videos, we also have 50 to 60 videos related to physical science ICAR PG syllabus in our master course. Just use the coupon code master50 to gain access to the discount of master course. And if you think that your syllabus is up to mark and if your revision is completed, you can also gain access to our mock tests. There are around 50 plus mock tests available for each concept. So for that also you can use the coupon code mockboost to get respective discounts for both master course and mock tests. So if you think this content is informative, please write down in the comment as other years, so that we will come with other years PYQs also in this manner with full explanation and related content also. So if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to Agriaddict. Thank you.